then the bun off and the Y is just...
everything.
Yeah.
When you see us on social media, I'm genuinely annoyed. And he just loves it. I mean, I'm on the phone. I'm on the phone and I'm hearing one of his soldiers around the corner are bun me off. Because I say, yo, may I come back at town tomorrow?
Why?
And I'm like,
2 times.
I said, listen to me. I said, you're going to understand something. I'm from Brooklyn, nigga. So I'm not trying to conform to none of your nonsense in the way you talk. So you're going to have to get used to me. I love you. You're my brother for life. I know you went to school with my little brother. I get, words sound of power. But if I want to eat some food, I want to eat some food. Bona, consume. Consume sounds a little bit much. Like, I'm going to consume some ital stew. It sounds like I'm going to do a lot.
It's too much.
I'm going to eat some food. You go bona and go somewhere else.
Head to gun. I'm gunshots.
Yo. Welcome back to The Fix. It's Ari and Javi. And of course, we have our special guest joining us today. It's Mojo Morgan. But before we get into our interview, we're going to big up Janet's Holistic Beauty, Cosmetic, and Personal Care, Plant-Based Skincare, Dark Spot Solutions, Eczema Treatment, Original Turmeric Soap, all the things that you need for beauty and health. They provide. Janet's Holistic. You can check them out at 1591 State Road 7, North Lauderdale, Florida. And of course, you can check them out at www.janetsholistics.com. And please use our code THEFIX to get 15% off on all products, guys. We both use it. We both love them. And of course, we have a big up Waves Music Fest happening March 28th at the UBS Arena. Get your tickets now at www.wavemusicfest.com, and that's WAVmusicfest.com. And of course, again, it's happening March 28th, 2025 at the UBS Arena. Performing live is Dexter Up, Skendong, Cranium, Craft, Valiant, Spice. They just added Chronic Law and Critical. So this is dancehall event of the year. Don't wait. Secure your tickets today. So for more information, of course, you can call the Wave hotline at 914-570-2864. And of course, again, check them out at www.wavemusicfest.com. And finally, bringing up Jamming Express Shipping. Express Shipping. We make shipping a vibe. They ship 3 times weekly. Sign up today at jammingexpressshipping.com and you can get your first pound free courtesy of Jamming Express. Check them out today. All right, as we said, guys, we have our very special guest. I mean, I feel like at this point, the Morgan family is the Fix family.
Yeah. Yes.
I like that.
Yes, we have
family of the show.
Family of the show. Mojo Morgan joining us this week. Last week it was Jamari. Now it's Mojo.
Yeah,
and
man.
of course we've had, the great late Peter Morgan as well as Grams before. So I mean, I just feel like it's just a Morgan month. I don't know.
Right?
That's right.
Yeah.
Reggae month, Morgan month.
Right.
Yeah, that work.
That
all
work.
makes sense.
Right. I mean, the we're listening to the song before, Make It. And I did doing our research, and of course, as you mentioned, that Peter Morgan, he's the one singing the hook of it.
Yes.
But I also read that you were actually by his side when he died, which was last year, February 25th. We're coming up on the anniversary, the 1 year anniversary of his death. So was it like coming together, putting it? Was it first? Were you like resistant of wanting to put it out, given he's dying and he's probably not here? Like, how was the feeling of putting it out? And
I was actually very eager to ensure that the world remembers what he sounds like.
Yeah.
That he's one of the greatest singers to ever sing across all genres.
Yeah.
Right? So it was important for me to do it. But at the same time, on release day, February 14th, it was bittersweet. It was bittersweet, man. Just for no say him not there again.
Yeah.
For no say him youth them now go get for play with him. For no say we now go get for continue this mission where we set out pan anymore. It really hurts to the core. It's like not even real.
Wow.
Still trying to figure it out. But one day at a time.
Yeah.
1 day at a time. And he said that you were by his side. Like,
For sure. He was surrounded by family the whole time. The last few weeks, you know. Much love to his wife Tommy for catching, you know, when his downfall or his illness took hold of him.
Yeah.
It was her that was by his side, you know. And because of her quick thinking and moving to get him to the hospital fast, it was really that which gave us those last couple weeks to say our goodbyes. And this man was just out of control.
Yeah.
So wait,
Like-
when you say that, like when going into say goodbyes, what? There was no hope for him to come out?
There was hope, but we didn't know that it was the last few weeks with him.
Oh.
You never know. Yeah.
No, you know, it was just another day when he coded, and I could feel my stomach, you know, in my chest and my stomach, everything upside down. Like it's not like losing a normal sibling. Remember, I say our whole entire lives is intertwined, right? It's best friend, business partner, brethren, confidant. And he was that for a lot of people in the family, especially the members of the group. So it was devastating for us as a family, especially just 2 years after losing our father.
Yeah.
You know, I was just finally getting used to the new normal. Like I literally, every morning I walk over to the balcony and I say good morning to my dad. I found that therapeutic. And I retreated back to the same place, St. Thomas, Loveno, for giving me the healing that I needed, you know, to be able to be strong enough to sit here with you and talk about these things.
Yeah.
You know, I normally spend my time behind the camera and organizing things for the group, but I feel him working and pushing me, saying, I held you back for 10 years. You've been sitting on this album for 10 years. Retweaking it, remixing it, coming up with new versions, making new music. Go do your work now, you.
Yeah.
And one of the last things he said to me was, Ajamiri time now. That's why I said he was out of control. Because I'm sitting here saying, brother, take it easy. Like, let's focus on your health. Don't worry about no MH shows and none of that right now. I'm saying, just listen to me. So we were going back and forth saying, listen to me, listen to me. And I'm like, Tommy, like, you're going to say something? She's like, that's between y'all brothers.
Keep me out of this.
Keep me out of this.
Me out.
And I'm like, really?
Yeah.
I said, all right, brother, get it off your chest. And then, you know, I let him say what he said. And he said, just trust me, man. Until me get better at Jamiri time now.
Wow. And Jamiri did actually share that with us last week. Like that was his wish for him to carry on the legacy.
100%. And he's risen to the occasion.
Yeah.
Put a lot of work in to understand what it means to be used. Because when we step out on that stage, we're not our normal selves. A lot of times I have to watch back film to remember what happened or listen to the audio. We just give ourselves to Jah and allow ourselves to be used to do the work that we do.
Make it. We were speaking about that first. Peter, you said did the hook. So you guys recorded the song how long ago?
23 January. I wrote this song. I got a beat from J.A. for Life, a member of our marketing team, and wanting to get into production. I said, all right, cool. Sit down. I remember like yesterday, I was sitting in front of a Panera bread. I was about to get some soup. and I heard it. I felt the need to connect with the streets in a way where we take the existing Magan heritage and repackage it and say something we've said so many times in a way that's more palatable to the younger generation. And I hit up Pete, send it to him, and him said, mad fire. He sends me the fire emoji. You know, he says hot SHIT. I don't know if we could curse on the platform.
Of course.
So he says hot shit. So he's like, hot shit, Mo. And I'm like, say less. Sent him the lyrics 5 months later. It took him 5 months because we were in the middle of finishing up the Homeland album, our last album that we released. And he sent me back the vocals, and I was like, this is dope. I said, now we need to put some youths on this with us. I just watched the recap of Sting and discovered Pablo YG. I'm a link contractor, another member of the team. I said, who is this youth? We're singing Richer and Richer.
Bad Juvie.
this looks like a 15-year-old kid working the stage like a veteran. I was highly impressed about his composure and the way he handled himself. Cause Sting is not an easy crowd.
Definitely.
We performed Band Sting and it was crickets. Yeah, you know, it's not a Morgan
Not
Heritage
Morgan
crowd.
Heritage.
God, it ain't your crowd.
Crickets. Let me tell you, man. I mean, the technical crew was like, they need all of these equipment for go do 15 minutes. We was like, motherfucker, yeah, we need all this equipment. We're a band.
Put some respect on that.
We're not DJs or just singers that can just run up on the stage. And it was very impressive to the point where I was like, I want him to tell that story in a different way. And we'll link up, you know, YG in manager Tevino, and they got it. He was the first person to send his vocals. Yes, father. I called him the Jimi Hendrix of Jamaica because he's so cool. You know, don't say father, everything cool.
Yeah,
Yes,
pretty mellow.
Easy does it. I love his character, the humility, and that led to In Comes the Loss of Peter.
Yeah.
And Papi just was a brother, you know, that I needed at that time.
Yeah.
And he opened his arms to me, let me into the unruly world, and that's a whole nother.
As in St. Thomas.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
St. Thomas,
You think
Kingston,
you have no
Portland.
family.
Where-
You have no family.
Yeah, wherever he is. And he introduced me to Chronic Lad. The day I found out Peter fell ill, we were on the riverside with Gypshan, I think Nichikochi de Dede. And I thought it was a normal Morgan Heritage call, and it was Peter in the hospital. And I'm trying to turn the camera, and Jippy's like, yo, watch that thing there. And I'm saying, good, Jippy, man. It's just a checkup, man. Unbeknown to me,
Right?
it was the beginning of the end. And it's just, when you recall these stories and recall what happened and you go through it, it's like, are we really talking about the loss of the great Peter Morgan?
Yeah.
We had plans. Like, the goal was for him, me, Gramps, Una, Lukes to sit back on rocking chairs as elders, you know,
That's
watching
it.
our youths carrying on the Morgan Heritage legacy. But I think he's done enough work for us to be able to put on, as Gramps say, our executive hat and ensure that, like how Bob Marley youth them and Mama Rita made sure the world didn't forget the work that he did, the legacy will be as Morgan Heritage will continue until the year 3000 and beyond. So it's for us to ensure that that happens.
Right. So you get to link up with Popcaan, Chronicler, and then you finally made the magic happen and make it.
It was just magic. How did you know?
I hear it.
You hear it.
I hear it.
Yeah, it was an experience. I mean, we're there at Portland, me and Papi, and again, it's a trip.
Yeah.
It took me 5 days to get those vocals. I had to live with him for 5 days. It was ridiculous, but well worth it because I learned a lot about him as a human being. The unruly facade. I'm not saying it's a facade. Maybe that's the wrong word, but that persona
Yeah.
that the world sees, you know, showing up at Freedom Street with 100 men. He's not like that. He's very...
Barely wasn't 100.
Yeah. Oh, it was a lot. I saw the video. He was wilding. but he's very jovial.
Yes.
I had to tell him, I said, you're like a frat kid. You didn't have it when you was in your 20s. You know what I mean? You were still trying to figure it out. So it's like you're a big kid with all of these toys.
Yeah.
And it's important to maintain that youthfulness. I know that because as a kid growing up, my dream was to be like Peter Pan.
Really?
Not trying to copy Michael Jackson, but I admired the fact that Peter Pan never aged. He was a grown man that went to Neverland, became a kid again, and that's the way he stayed. So the thing about being a child is you don't have no responsibilities.
Facts.
You don't have
Bills.
No
bills.
worry in the world.
You have no worry in the world. You don't have anybody that you are responsible for, not even yourself.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful feeling that once you become an adult, it's gone and never comes back again. And he somehow figured out a way how to relive those years as if he was going to college that he never got to live in his 20s.
Right.
And I applaud him for that. You know, he looks like he's 21. And that youthfulness is what gives him that image and makes him radiate like that.
I agree.
And it's infectious. You just want to be around him. It's just fun.
Yeah. So you said 5 days
5 days.
to record.
One
No
verse.
clothes. I literally, he sent somebody, called him like, yeah, man, just tell him your size. Clothes came. I'm like, bro, you tripping. I gotta go. I got a farm to run. I just got my mining license, bro. We gotta get the crusher from China. Like,
Get it
I gotta
going.
go.
That's
That's
really...
cool. Now Rasta him come. I said, you know my name is Mojo, right? That's cool, no Rasta. Yeah, I'm a Rasta friend. Rasta me, I call it. Yeah, Rasta. And then the bun off and the Y is just.
Yeah, everything.
Yeah.
When you see us on social media, I'm genuinely annoyed. And he just loves it. I mean, I'm on the phone. I'm on the phone and I'm hearing one of his soldiers around the corner I bun me off. Because I say, yo, may I come back at town tomorrow?
Why?
And I'm like,
2 times.
I said, listen to me. I said, you're going to understand something. I'm from Brooklyn, nigga. So I'm not trying to conform to none of your nonsense in the way you talk. So you're going to have to get used to me. I love you. You're my brother for life. I know you went to school with my little brother. I get, words sown off power. But if I want to eat some food, I want to eat some food. Bona, consume. Consume sounds a little bit much. Like, I'm going to consume some Ital stew. It sounds like I'm going to do a lot.
It's too much.
I'm going to eat some food. You go bona and go somewhere with that. I'm sorry.
Popcaan stressed out Mojo.
It's just a lot. It's just a lot. You gotta reprogram the way you think.
Yeah.
And as a grown ass man, I'm like, bro, it's not gonna happen. I'm sorry.
Ain't nobody got time
So
for
just
that.
keep up your bun off and all of that, and I'll see you the next time we hang out for 5 days. It's hilarious. I said, we got to do a reality show.
Yeah.
The fans ate it up. I think I did a video just singing his verse on social media, and it went viral, ran up to like 1 million views.
Wow.
I was like, you see?
Should do more of these.
We should do more of this.
Yeah. So in that time, was the Chronicler record during the 5 days, or was you had to do another?
So
Link up.
Chronicler.
20
God.
days.
You guys are gonna get me in trouble. Chronicler tells me forward at the studio. I'm gonna say, all right, I'm dep on my way. While me there at the studio, Bashi send me a voice note. Chronicler done voice the tune. I'm gonna say, but we may forward at the studio for. Let's go link up somewhere else and hang out. But again, the work ethic. People don't understand what it takes to create that magic. And I got an insight. Yes, we work with Beanie, Bounty, Shaggy, and all of that over the years, but this young generation, they got it figured out. They know what they're doing. They're not no claffies. They're not no jokers. They're definitely not clowns.
Right.
They got it figured out, and they know how to engage their audience. Like him said to me, yo, just stick with my man. I'll show you the thing. Because I dislike social media very much. It ruined my first marriage. It's just terrible.
Oh,
That's
that's
not like
why.
a your fault. Which girl that's landing in your DM?
It wasn't my DM. It was, it was the other way around. You people connecting from.
No, wait. Oh, it got other way around. Explain that.
Because Facebook is a platform back in the day where all of a sudden you discover high school friends,
Oh, yeah.
middle school friends, primary school, and elementary school, right?
Everybody.
Yeah, everybody. All you gotta do is put your information up there, and once you share the same data, it connects you. So that connection led to, my ex having a little bit more value on herself than I gave her. So yes, of course I'm to blame. 100%. I would never sit
All
here.
you mean is your wife did connect with someone else.
Correct.
It wasn't you. I'm sorry
No.
for automatically assuming it's
Yeah,
you.
I'm
man.
innocent.
Yeah.
I'm innocent. You just ready to throw me under the bus.
Yeah,
I'm innocent.
Because when they
But-
said the other
but
way
it
around,
wasn't
they
about-
said
it wasn't a-
you?
Yeah.
And she said in a your DM?
It's like how Ono look pan we and say cheating is cheating even if you don't have sexual intercourse. If you're being emotionally stimulated by another woman, you're cheating.
Yeah.
So another man was making her realize her value in my life. And I didn't realize until it was too late. And I had to learn that lesson. It's just a part of life, you know?
Oh.
So she cheated?
She did not cheat. I don't look at it the way y'all look at it. She didn't cheat. She was in her home on her computer.
Why on the left? Why on the left?
Because I was a bad boy. I
So you did that, Gibbon.
Why are you trying to get me into trouble? What is this?
It seems as if you were so innocent. Like,
I'm innocent.
Oh, she just go find someone else. But you
She
did
could've
a dear
found
bud. Mojo.
But hold on a second.
Mojo. Me take back my something.
She could have found a way.
Mojo,
to
that's a
show me
no-no.
her value, right? She could have found her way to show me her value, not try and get her mojo somewhere else. You know what I mean? That wasn't necessary.
Mojo Jojo.
It wasn't necessary. But at the end of the day, I have to take responsibility and be accountable for my actions that led to her wanting to even consider anything that anyone else was saying to her. Because me want a man for try to look my woman, then you shouldn't be by my side. If a nigga ain't on the block saying, yo, shorty, what's good? You don't look good enough to be on my arm. So I'm not mad at that.
Yeah.
A nigga gonna pop game, right?
Yeah.
That's a part of it.
As they should.
But
do.
the reality is, what do you say in response to that?
I have a husband.
There you go.
Yeah.
So I have a cheating husband, you know?
Dirty ass.
Yeah.
Lying mother.
It becomes something
You know
else.
what? You know?
I
You see.
I told the brother he should have been a part of this. See, y'all attacking me. This is not even right.
How long did it take you to actually come to that realization? Like, damn, I messed up. Because man, not accept it right away, you know. I like
I did
years.
I did not. All I was seeing was her actions as typical man. Playing the victim.
Yeah.
The blame game. Remember I said we sing She's Still Loving Me. You know? So we have to live it, right? We do life music. So we don't just talk about it, we live it.
True.
And I was having my She's Still Loving Me moment. She still loved me, right? Till this day. But can't deal with the fact that, am I gonna go back and go do the same thing? Probably not. What? What's so funny? I said probably.
It's not a definitive answer, Mojo.
Yes or no?
I think I've learned my lesson, and I'm at a place now where I'm focused on achieving certain things. And for me, it's like, I don't want to put another woman through that. It's not fair to them.
Yeah. That's good.
So I prefer not to be in a committed relationship
Fair.
until I can achieve what I'd like to achieve within this realm, right?
Yeah.
And then I can enjoy. And it's kind of, again, it's selfish. But greatness, there's no man or woman will achieve greatness that didn't have to be selfish.
Yeah.
And that is just a sad reality that I have to accept.
So true.
For one fact, and one fact only. It's not what you attain in this life that's going to live on, but it's the works you do. So in order to make sure that our name is written on the wall and we are remembered, I'm just going to have to be a little selfish for
You
the
don't
next
think
20
that Morgan
years.
Heritage
fair.
has done that though? It's how many years? 20 years? 20?
We don't have a
30,
mainstream
30.
crossover hit record.
Okay.
We don't have one. So we're still hungry.
Okay.
We're
So
hungry.
that's the goal.
The goal is to expand the fan base to a wider audience. That's what Make It is all
But
about.
you guys
Yeah.
tour all over, and I'm sure, you know, like, I know Hawaii is a big market for you guys, right?
Hawaii,
Right?
Africa.
Europe, Africa, the
So-
entire Caribbean.
So it's just that you want, like, is it one or a couple songs on the Billboard chart? Like, that's the goal. That's what you want.
There are things that we haven't achieved within music yet. I just gave you one.
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 I just
okay.
gave you one.
But isn't that weird though? Because from the outside looking in, many people would think that you guys are a success. You guys are a legacy act and a legacy group.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah. So
Aerosmith got their first mainstream record when Steven Tyler, the lead singer, was, I think, 40 years old.
Wow.
is it
45, something like that. He was in his 40s.
every time I close my eye? That song.
Yeah.
I never
Yeah.
dream of never do, 'cause
The
I'm
one for the
stuck
movie
in love
Armageddon.
now.
Right. The one for the movie Armageddon.
Yeah.
So there are examples in front of us that are very inspirational. Inner Circle, after them lose Jacob Miller, went on to greater things. Third World, after they lost Uncle Bonnie, went on to greater things. So I believe there's greater days ahead for us.
Yeah.
And we just have to stay the course and be patient. Like Pablo said, patiently waiting.
Yeah. So even with that in mind though, because you guys have been together as a band for 30 years, right?
30
They're
plus.
about.
30, yeah.
And some people might look at it like, oh, is the group, is the band, no longer together because
No,
Mojo
fully
is
active.
doing his thing now. So it's nothing like that.
No, fully active. Actually, Yuna, the Queen, is back on tour this year.
Ooh.
So we're really excited about the MH 2.0 World Tour, kicking off in Switzerland in April and then continuing more dates in Europe through the end of summer. And then we go to Japan with our brothers Chin from Irish and Chin and Mighty Crown, Sammy, Ninja.
Yeah.
Yeah, the whole crew. Simon, yeah, man.
Big things.
No, I kind of want to circle back to something though.
Okay, let's hear it.
Me too.
Yeah, let's hear it. Oh, God. What have I done?
The perception of you guys being a Rasta group and, and the idea of like Rasta family, I tell one good woman, but then he says like cheating, you cheated in your relationship to disbanded it. But is that something that you kind of have to work against where you are a man, you guys are rock stars essentially, and women I'm sure constantly throw themselves at you, but then having to keep up the idea of like, the Rasta good man, one woman, this
the
kinda
image.
Is that conflicting? Is that hard for you guys? Well, hard for you.
Last I checked, Haile Selassie is the origination of the Rastafarian faith, like unto Christ is the origination of the Christian faith, and Haile Selassie had one wife. So if he's the example, he's the epitome, right? All this nonsense about polygamy, it's choice. So I look at any woman I get involved with and I try to explain to them, orange not be a grapefruit. I grew up with 2 mothers in one household. That's what I know. I don't know anything else. Try to understand where I'm from. I'm gonna do my best to be a good, loyal boyfriend, fiance, husband. But if something happens, the DNA. You knew what you signed up
Mojo,
for.
that alone has stressed me out.
I'm sorry.
That speech there alone stressed me out.
This is not my intention.
So wait,
But I respect it.
no, but if
because
that's
you're being
the case,
honest.
then why not become polyamorous? Since you grew up in that family,
Right.
like why not go for that? Why is not something that you want to?
Who said I'm not?
Oh, you
Ah.
are. What's the most you ever had at one point?
What?
Not like a threesome, something like how many women you've had in your polygamy?
Like a relationship.
I don't really have a number that I can recall to say I've been with 3 steady women all at once, because it's not about that for me. I'm just saying that I'm living and I'm loving,
Okay.
right?
So if
And
it
we're
happen, it
grateful for
happen.
life. Yeah.
Because Neo openly.
Yeah, 4, man.
Yeah, he has 4 girlfriends now. So
Yeah. I don't.
It's a thing.
I definitely don't have 4 girlfriends, but there are women that I love within this life, and I believe that we have come to this planet, men and women. Cut it out.
Wow, Naro.
See you later.
That's why you should be over here, bro.
Right?
You on the fire.
Just leave
Help
me.
me.
Terrible. But seriously, back to your question. I believe that we come to this realm with multiple soulmates, because I've truly loved multiple women in my lifetime thus far.
Simultaneously.
Why are we alleviating to that?
Concurrently,
No.
not consecutively.
All right. I have concurrently,
Okay.
right? And it's hard for a woman to understand that. But the heart wants what it wants. I mean,
So is that the really like you love being a star then? Like that is it easy?
it's not about being a star. It's about what completes you in that moment. Right? So for me, I'm not a sex-driven person. It's not like some man where them have to sleep with a different girl every night. I love companionship. I can go a week without sex. But are you my friend?
Yeah.
If we're not going to be friends, then what do we have? Because at the end of the day, I can go in the bathroom and please myself. Right?
Yeah.
And if you're out at the supermarket, I can stay in the bed and please myself. Turn on some porno or something, right?
Yeah.
But the reality is, can I confide in you? Are you my peace?
Yeah.
That's very important.
It is.
It's true.
And sometimes when you stray from home, and you guys call them cheaters, I don't believe in that. I just say, you found someone else that you want to be intimate with for a variety of reasons. And that creates a bad environment for a home. There's a reason why the children love when me cook, because it's just love. And they always want seconds. But sometimes mommy is mad at daddy, so the food isn't gonna taste good because I'm pissed, goddammit. So just hurry up and eat your food I got you, babe. So we can hurry up and call your father and cuss him out.
This hilarious because it's so true.
Life music.
Yeah. You know, my favorite song for you guys is that it was 3:00 in the morning and I thought it was you. And I'm like,
Best
what's
friend.
a perfect cheating song?
This is for your best friend who became my friend and behind your back. Big up Dan Carly, you see?
Big producer,
Listen,
bad rhythm.
I was just talking to my brother and Don, where you at? Let's go, bro. The stars are aligning. It's time to get our mojo back. Let's go. Because I met Don up at his studio. Mona just finished Cartel and Kalanja album on a Vio PC. And him say, would I love to work with Mahogany Heritage? I'm like, okay, let's hear it. And I was like, yo, there was nobody else on the rhythm yet. I think maybe Maxi Priest. And I was like, yo, I said, Pete, that look at you, he might do some things with dancehall. Could give him a look a try.
Yeah.
And that's all she wrote.
Yeah, man. That was
That
a
cosign we
classic
gave
song.
him, TOK had a monster. I think
Yes.
Lucci even voiced rhythm. It was Bounty even voiced rhythm. It was just beautiful. And right behind that, Tell Me How Come, and the controversy that was going on with our festival, East Fest, and how them lock up Sizzla, but them never lock up Beanie Man. So again, it comes back to life music. We put it in the music. What we live, we put in the music. The experiences we share, we put in the music. So don't be surprised if you hear me write a song about this little
because
family
I'm like,
gathering here on the
I feel like
Fix.
Mojo is
Yeah.
your situation that
Cut it out.
Aria dry out today.
situation.
Aria dry out
Oh
today.
my God.
And
And I'm not even drinking no rum.
Right?
Can you imagine? There's no truth serum.
It's not here today.
but too, like I realize, of course, you say you're Brooklyn, you're from Brooklyn, nigga. I hear
Believe
the
that.
American.
Believe that.
I hear the American influence in your song, especially this one. You're rapping.
Yes.
Yes.
And as
I'm the rapper in Morgan Heritage.
You're the rapper, right? So it's like, well, no, you sing.
I sing something.
Yeah.
But it's like, why go straight rapping with this song with like Popcaan, Chronicler, Pablo, 3 dancehall artists? Why?
So my project is Morgan Heritage Presents, so you understand it in its entirety. And it's presenting me as a producer, songwriter, and a recording artist. That means that some songs I'm going to have one verse. Some songs I'm going to sing the whole song. But for me, it's about a moment. And Make It was not about me as a recording artist. It was about me as a songwriter because I wrote it. And Pete delivered it beautifully, representing for Morgan Heritage on it. And I chose that style, because me sing here sometime. I chose that style because I wanted to create contrasts. Make sense. Me, I try DJ with Poppy,
Chronic.
Law, two of the hottest brothers in the game, and the young Bad Juvie. When they can't fuck with me with rapping, they can't.
And you know that.
And Pete was very adamant about that in the last couple albums. From Loyalty, he was like, Mo, they can't fuck with you, bro. And I'm like, what you mean? He's like, don't you hear all these rappers? Kabaka's rapping, and he's a dope rapper. I love Kabaka. He's on our album, Avracadabra, with a tune called We Are, on Dre Island.
Yeah.
But he's like, you started this. Anybody that maybe twang before upon a record, they wasn't rapping. They wasn't putting down 16 bars on roots reggae music.
Yeah.
So if you don't represent that in the group, now that the trend is shifting there with the whole trap dancehall energy and it's becoming the fad of the day, we're going to miss out on the opportunity to expand the Morgan Heritage fan base and engage an audience that primarily wouldn't listen to us.
Yeah. Okay.
You mentioned something earlier that I wanted to touch on. You said Peter said that I held it back for 10 years. Do your thing now. So
I literally
What was the holy back?
Yeah,
push
wow,
out my head,
yeah.
push out my head several times. We drop $1 million check
Yeah.
at the tail end of when we were doing the solo projects between 2008 and 2012. And that was a hit. Went to top of the charts in the Netherlands and did very well here in Jamaica and got me a few shows. I said, all right, boom, new Don. Pete was on the hook because my project was always designed to be Morgan Heritage Presents. And that did very well. Again, big up my brother Paul Pereira, VOG in Boston. He was very adamant, like, this is going to be the next summer smash. I fell ill while we were working on Here Come the Kings. And that was all she wrote. Pete was like, after the next Morgan Heritage album, I'm gonna say, cool, 2019. And I started this campaign with that interview where we were in Kenya, and the journalist, our sister, much love to her, Talia, she was like, what's next for Morgan Heritage? And Peter said, the new Morgan Heritage album and Morgan Heritage Presents Mr. Mojo. So here we are. He didn't get to see this become a reality, but I feel him working daily, moving the needle. Like the song is just through the gates and the things that are happening. Because I'm a new artist. I'm the unknown member in the group, right? I'm just very humbled and grateful for the support that the Unruly fans, the La Bass fans, the Bad Juve fans, and the Loyal Royal Morgan Heritage fans are giving me on this release that was delayed. I'll show you the challenges. A whole month.
Yeah.
Because of the fires in LA.
Wow.
Oh,
So
yeah.
it's from January.
It was supposed to be released on January 17th. And it got pushed back. And in my frustration, I had to humble myself and understand that we're being divinely guided. So there is something bigger at play here. And that delay led to me going even harder in my media push here in Jamaica, which led to the views on the lyric video. I said, you know what, fuck it, I'm dropping the lyric video.
Yeah.
Anyways, which I never go rogue like that. That's normally Pete that goes rogue, right? And so I said, I'm doing Pete right now. We're gonna drop the lyric video anyway. And the label was like, all right, cool. SRG and Virgin was like, cool, go ahead. And they ended up coming back and realizing that it's not the new way how to do music. No, people just drop music. Oh, no, run it up.
Yeah.
There's no preliminary setup going on in music anymore. Those days are gone because of the attention span of you guys, the consumers. The
He means young folk.
young folk.
But that's true. That's true.
Yeah.
So with the release of Make It, you have Mr. Mojo Rising. That's the name of the album.
Yes, ma'am.
Right. So Make It will be the lead track on the album.
Yes, ma'am.
So what's the direction or what's the vision that you have for the project?
Next single is a hybrid. So my sound is Rasta rock, which brings together hip hop that I grew up on, going to Brooklyn. Alternative music, that's my favorite music. Being educated in Springfield, Massachusetts. And reggae, the foundation of Morgan Heritage. So you're going to get to see what I bring to Morgan Heritage. I am that rock edge. I am that hip hop element. Right? And on the next single with Gramps and my son Esh Morgan, who is the kid you see on social media, I'm always posting, who wrote 100 songs in 100 days.
Wow.
And I'm presenting him to the world. And this song, you know, I think it's gonna touch a lot of people's heart. It's called the Mountain Song. And it was inspired by a television show called Yellowstone that Gramps turned me on to and said, what you're doing out there on that farm, because I got a very large estate that I'm you know, doing farming and trying to improve the socioeconomic, you know, status of Eastern St. Thomas.
Okay.
And again, just like Make It, it evolved. It went from being a very positive song and motivational song reflecting the countryside of Jamaica to becoming this ode to Peter. And Make It has evolved into not just being a song to inspire you guys, the younger generation, right?
Yeah.
To not want to be dunce, to not want to be lawless or unruly, right? To want to take nothing and turn it into something. No, seriously, I'm being genuine here.
Yeah.
Right? That's what the song was designed for. To now being about the legacy, the sustaining of what we've built together, the five of us, to make sure that it doesn't end with the loss of our brother Peter, but it carries on from generation to generation, that my grandson can one day come and sing lead with Jamiri or come and sing alongside Jamiri.
Nice.
That's the vision of our father, and we're just trying our best to make him continue to be the prophet that he was in our life and fulfill that prophecy that he foresaw for Morgan Heritage becoming an institution.
Love that.
Yeah.
Sort of like the Whalers.
Yeah.
I was saying, like, part of the way, like,
Yeah.
family are again.
When you drop in the two things.
The
When you
album.
drop in the album.
The album this spring sometime. There's a lot of delays happening.
Wow.
Out of my control. It's
Yeah.
hard for me because I'm the executive, right?
Yeah.
In the group. I run the group's label, CTBC Music Group, and now I'm putting my destiny in someone else's hand.
That must be difficult.
And JA for life makes fun of me. He trolls me every day. It's hard for you, you know, you're not controlling me. I'm like, this is terrible. My blood pressure is going through the roof. Like,
Oh
where's
my
medication?
gosh.
I'm like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Media good.
Yeah, I gotta. Let me go to Kaya and get my medication.
Itopia.
Oh, they got the stuff.
Yes.
Where we are, right here.
Cannabis combined.
Oh, excuse me.
For a wonderful
So you gonna put me on?
experience.
You gotta put me on.
We're gonna try.
Big up Ethiopia, man. I'm mad love.
Of course.
So as you said, that's the next thing really. You dropping more singles? More singles.
100%.
When
I'm gonna try and do a little rapid fire thing with the dancehall because I know attention span. I'm talking to the dancehall fans now, old and young. No attention span, very short. I'm watching Popcorn, and and I'm like, remember I said, and play the tune. Kick it with myself for me, you know, in the 5 days.
Yeah.
But me, no, because I'm not in control. I'm losing it. My record is delayed, and I'm like, bro, did you record that after we were together? After we did our song together? He's like, no, bro, I played that for you already.
Yeah.
Because it's a thing. Just imagine the snowball rolling down the hill. And you're seeing it get bigger and bigger, but you're not in control. So I feel like I'm going back to the younger years of Morgan Heritage, allowing my manager and my team and the label to really make my dream a reality. And they're doing a phenomenal job. I'm very grateful for Veritas, SRG, you know, Virgin, and everyone on the team, JA for life, Father Roach, you know, Contractor. They keep me sane.
Yeah.
And they keep me working.
and they're working and they're doing the job.
They're doing their job.
They're doing the job. I think we can end it there, guys.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Tell the people where they can follow you and how they can support the new song and the album.
The album.
At Got Mojo Morgan across all social media platforms. The website isn't launched yet, mojomorgan.com. But Morgan Heritage Music is still the place for me because Morgan Heritage presents Mojo Morgan. So at Morgan Heritage across all platforms. Follow us, stay in tune, and we'll see you soon. Thank you for having us.
Nice.
Thank you so much for
Lovely
being
having
here.
you.
As we say, it's the Morgan and the family. the Fix family.
Yeah.
It's a family connection. Guys, that was Morgan Heritage. Morgan
Mr.
Mojo.
Mojo.
Yeah, man. I want family, man. The Morgan Fix.
Morgan Fix. Guys, thank you so much. We out.